Hello! In today's video, I'll show you how to install custom recovery on your Samsung Galaxy S10. The first part will happen without the computer. Later on we'll need it, but you will need a computer just to plug it in, just not to do anything in the first part, and later in the other part we'll switch to the computer and we'll download some files, we'll connect it, and we will install the custom recovery. But for now, the first thing that we will do is to unlock the bootloader, and remember that doing that will erase all your data. So if you have anything important on the phone, back it up before you begin, and also make sure that you have the cable, the computer, and internet access, of course. Okay, so let's go to the settings and make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi to unlock the bootloader. To do that, go to settings, then connections, then Wi-Fi, make sure it's enabled and that you are connected to some network. If you're not, just click on any available network and enter the password. Now, if you're connected to Wi-Fi, make also sure that you are not signed in into a Google account, because later it'll just make the process longer because you'll need to enter the Google account in the setup, because it will lock your phone after the reset. So make sure you're signed out. To do that, go to accounts and backup, manage accounts, and if you have an account listed here, just click on it and click on sign out or remove, something like that. Now let's go to about phone and go to software information. Tap on build number 7 times. It'll tell you that the developer mode has already been turned on after you tap on it 7 times. Mine was enabled earlier, so I already had it here. Let's click on it. And now you should find OEM unlocking. You will not see it if you're not connected to the internet, so make sure you are. If you connect and you still can't see it, restart the phone and go to developer options again. Now let's select it and click on turn on. Now, what you'll need to do is turn your phone off. To do it, press and hold on the power button, then tap on power off. Tap on it again and wait a moment until the phone is fully off. Get a cable ready. A cable that's plugged into your computer and not yet to your phone. Now, what you'll need to do is, first I'll explain it, then I'll do it. Press and hold on the Bixby and volume down button. The Bixby button is the one on the left side. So these two buttons. Hold on them for like 5 seconds, then plug in the cable while the buttons are still being pressed. So let's do it. I'm gonna press and hold on both the Bixby and the volume down, and then while I'm pressing on it, I will plug in my USB-C cable. Then I should see a blue confirmation screen, but I failed because I accidentally released the volume down, so let's try that again. Let's press and hold on Bixby and volume down for like 5 seconds, then plug in the cable, and there it is. Now you'll need to press and hold on volume up. Now it'll ask you to unlock the bootloader. You need to click on volume up to unlock it. If for some reason your bootloader is already unlocked, it'll ask you whether to lock the bootloader, and in that case you should click on volume down to say no, because your bootloader is already unlocked and you need to have it unlocked in order to install a custom ROM. Mine's locked, so when I click on volume up, it will start unlocking it. It will reset the phone and it may take a few minutes. After that, we'll be able to go further. Now I will press on the power key just to continue. It should continue it by itself if I didn't press on the button, but it's just quicker if I do it that way because it takes like 15 seconds for the alert to go off the screen, and when I press on the power key it goes off immediately. Now while it's being done, we can already go to our computer and get all the files needed. So I'll quickly show you the screen now. You can see it, and the first thing is to go to our website. On our website you will be able to find most of the files that you'll need. So just go to HardReset.Info, then click on download. If it opens an ad, don't worry about it, just close it and go further. So we're in the download section now. Then you can find Samsung drivers, they will be needed. So click on download here, then click on download here. Again, if it opens an ad, close it and just download the file. I'll already have it, so I'll cancel it. And let's go back once it's downloaded and go to another thing. So here type in Odin and then you'll find 3.14.4 version. This is the program that we'll use in order to send files to the phone. So click on download here, then click on download here. I also already have it, so I'll cancel it. And now we have the files. You can see the phone takes quite long to open, to turn on. So let's go further. The next thing that we'll need to do is to find our custom recovery files. And for that, you need to make sure which model you have of your phone. So I'll quickly set it up so we can check it. We need to set it up anyway, just to make sure that our bootloader is unlocked, because sometimes, even if you unlock the bootloader and it's not yet set up, it just doesn't read it. It just doesn't know it's unlocked for whatever reason. So it's worth just setting it up real quick, just to prevent any issues and to save our time. I'll select the language, click on start. Now, what I recommend is, let's agree here. What I recommend is not connecting to the Wi-Fi during the setup, because it speeds up the process. When you connect to the Wi-Fi, it sends a lot of data to the Samsung servers and it takes a lot of time. So let's just set it up real quickly, because the phone will be reset again anyway. So yeah. Now I'll skip the Samsung account as well, and you can see it's already finished, so that's why it's worth to skip the Wi-Fi during the setup. Now we'll need to connect to Wi-Fi anyway, so let's go to the settings and connections, and then Wi-Fi, make sure it's enabled, and select a Wi-Fi network you'd like to connect to, enter its password, and click on connect. Now it's connected, so let's go back to the main page of settings, scroll all the way down to About Phone, go to Software Information, and click on build number 7 times. Now go back twice to the main page, and then you'll find Developer Options. Then, all you need to do is just make sure that it's enabled and grayed out, and it shows you bootloader already unlocked. Now, as I said, we'll also check the model of the phone to make sure that the files linked in the description down below are appropriate for your model, because I will link the files in the description, but you need to make sure that you have the same model. If not, you can still follow the video, but you'll need to get your own files. I'll tell you about that later. Now, About Phone, and you can see the model number. The thing after the slash doesn't matter. All you should care about is the thing before the slash. So in my case, it's the SAMSUNG G973F, and if you have the same model, you can download the files from the description down below. These are the custom recovery files. So let's do it. I'll just find the link. And here it is. And it opens the mega folder. So now all you need to do is go to the custom recovery. The custom ROM is used in a different video on how to install a custom ROM. So if you want it, you can use it if you already know how to install a custom ROM, but there's also a video about that. Now, custom recovery, here you can see I have selected the TWRP to install. There are different versions, but TWRP I think is the most popular, so that's what I got. We'll basically need to download these two files. You can also get the multi-disabler if you need it. You can select all of them, then click on the download here just to download it, or you can also go to more actions and download as a zip file. But yeah, that's basically it. And now once we have the files and our phone is on, we should turn it off now, but unplug the cable before you do it. But also, actually, before you turn it off, it's more important that first we install the drivers. So let's go to our downloads and install all the files. So we have downloaded this and this, right? So let's right click on the Samsung USB driver, then extract all, and click on the button that says extract. Now it'll get you to a folder with the extracted file and open the driver. I already have it installed, so I will not do it, but once you open the file, it'll just ask you to click on next like a few times. And once it's installed, it's important that you restart your computer. Once your computer is restarted after the driver's installed, extract the Odin file, so right click on it and click on extract all, then click on extract right here. You'll find the folder inside and you will be able to open the exe file. Now it'll show you this warning, just click on OK, it doesn't matter, and now you'll see this app. Now I'll disconnect the phone and let's put it in our mode. Also, make sure that you have the files for the custom recovery. If you have a different model than I do, which my model was the G973F, if you have a different one, you can download your own custom recovery files. They will work the same way. Just make sure that if you also want a TWRP, then you need to just search for TWRP files for your model. And you also will need the vbmeta.tar file for that. Now let's put our phone in the download mode. To do it, turn it off by pressing and holding on the power button, tap on power off, tap on it again, and get your cable ready. Now, the same way as we unlocked the bootloader, you'll need to press on the Bixby button and the volume down button simultaneously and hold them for like 5 seconds. Then, while still holding them, plug in the cable and keep holding until you see the blue screen. I did fail, so let's try again. You know, if it shows the charging screen, you need to try again. So let's try again. The Bixby and volume down, I'm holding them already. Let's plug it in. And now it showed the screen. So now this time, shortly press on volume up. That will give you the download mode, and your phone should light up as a COM port right here in the app. Then go to options right here and disable these two checkboxes. Just unselect them. Everything has to be unselected here. Go to AP, click on the AP button like so. Then find the file with the custom recovery. This is going to be that one. And then in user data, load vbmeta.tar. And this is what it should look like. vbmeta loaded in user data and the custom recovery in AP file. Make sure that options here are unselected. Now, just click on Start. And it's done. If it says pass, it's done. Now what you'll need to do is enter the recovery mode. To enter the recovery mode, you basically need to press on Power, Bixby, and Volume Up simultaneously, but first you need to leave the download mode. So this is going to be a little complex because at first you need to press on Power and Volume Down for 7 seconds. Once the screen goes off, move to Power, Bixby, and Volume Up. So keep pressing the power basically and just move from volume down to volume up and Bixby. And once Samsung logo appears on the screen, release all buttons and wait. So let's try to do it now. First power and volume down until the screen goes off. Now power, volume up and Bixby. Now release, then you can just wait, it'll go further by itself. Let's see if it goes, yeah, it went into the TWRP the first time, so this is basically it. You need to allow modifications, of course, and then you can do anything here. Of course, you will need to wipe the system to disable encryption. You probably will need to use the multi-disabler, but for all that, if you are trying to install a custom recovery, a custom ROM, there is another video about that, but if you know how to use the TWRP, then you can use it. You can also read the TWRP documentation in order to use it, depending on what you actually want to do here. And I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.